Hi, I'm Ray Best, this is UKMA TV. We're back at Rookery Waters yet again, this time to try out the TriCast Trilogy commercial float and feeder range. This new range of rods was released in January 2016 to critical acclaim. It's one of the biggest selling ranges of rods that TriCast have ever brought out. Now, what we're going to do over these next few videos is show you a few of the rods in the range, show you what they're capable of and what they're not capable of, using them in variable seasons, different environments, targeting different species of fish. So in the meantime, what we're going to do, we're going to have a little play around with them now, and we'll talk to you about some of the finer points as we're doing so. The Waggler rod we're using today is the 11'6" Trilogy commercial Waggler. It has a short butt section, winch reel seat with Duplon head that's very comfortable in the hands. You've got single legged guides that step off the rod to give you a nice smooth casting angle. Rather than the line coming from the reel straight up to the rod, it steps off away from the blank, so you get a nice cast, so there's no actual restriction on the line. The spigot joint in the middle is nice and solid. The tip action's responsive, but we've noticed in the middle section it's got a lot of guts about it. Very, very nice to cast to a clip, to a feature. It's very accurate. And we're in. And we're in. Oh, beautiful. The response of the tip is just taking every lunge in its stride. The midsection's nice and smooth, flawless blank. That's a lovely fish playing action. Yeah, flawless. There's no flat points at all in the action of this blank. Very, very nice. Very nice. Well, 20 put-ins, 4 fish. I'm amazed. What a beautiful little rod. Weighs nothing. Extremely slim blank. Absolutely stunning action from the middle spigot through to the tip. But as soon as the fish is under the rod tip, then the butt section comes into play, and there is an abundance of power, and the rod just doesn't seem to lock up. Now, I've had enough fun with this. I'm going to have a go on a straight bomb on one of the feeder rods now. First cast in now on the feeder rod, and this one's the 11'. Now, the vast improvement on this over other rods is, in my opinion anyway, instead of the standard push over tips as is standard with TriCast, they're now push in, which a lot of people will favour. The guides on this rod are rock solid. We'll be giving you more details on them in video part 2. Something else that's is very noticeable on this rod is the slightly oversized butt ring, which greatly decreases the angle. It's slightly further away than you'd expect on a normal feeder rod, which gives you a far better angle, reducing line slap, which gives you better accuracy and distance when casting. Very nice touch. Like I say, the slightly shorter butt section is very simple to manoeuvre around. Blue whippings, some may find attractive. Being a Man United supporter, I would prefer them to be red. All in all, the rods just really do look the part. Now, All of the rods in the feeder range come supplied with 3 pushing tips of variable sizes. Now all I'm waiting for is this tip to go round after piling in a ton of pellet. Hundreds of fish out there, they're just, because of the weather, they're up and down, they're not sure what they're doing. Catch shallow 1 minute and then they're down on the deck. Constant line bites, just waiting for that tip to hammer around. Something special. I'm absolutely enjoying every minute of playing fish on this at the minute. Bite indication superb, fish playing action matches anything else that I've used in a long time. Very, very, very nice rod. And another one in the net. Well, we've had a fantastic couple of hours utilising the Trilogy commercial feeder and Waggler rods. We've caught shallow on the pellet wag, we've caught on the method feeder. It's given us a real good idea of what these rods are capable of doing, and based on first performances, I don't think TriCast would have done a lot more to make these rods any better. They're absolutely glorious to use. Now in the second part, we'll be going more in depth, giving you more information, guide structure, who they're made by, why they've been chosen. We'll be talking about the comfort of the reel seats, what size reels you can get into them, everything you need to know about these rods. We're going to be giving you the facts in part 2. Part 3 will be showing us using the rods, really giving it some stick. Until then, we'll be back in part 2.